Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Linksy. How are you guys doing today? We have another land battle. Today it's gonna be Galatia versus Macedon, Rome versus Carthage. It's gonna be quite an interesting combination of armies. Now, since I had some problems recording, you won't get my gasp of shock. So I'm trying and fake it, but oh my god, these pikemen. So yeah, I already recorded half of this when I realized it wasn't recording properly, and I had to delete the footage and restart. But basically, Carthage decided to bring, I think, 13 pikemen. 6, 8, 12. I think, yeah, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 12 pikemen, 2 hoplites, and then Cretan archers and Libyan javelinmen. Macedon, on the other hand, not faring much worse, has a couple of Thorax pikemen himself, and he also has foot companions present in the mix. Now, Rome over here is pre-Marian reforms Rome, so Triarii, very decent unit. Vanilla Triarii aren't as good as the Rise of the Republic ones, which are 60 melee attack, but that's absolutely fine. Then there are the Principes and Chevroned up Hastati with some Velites, so they're gonna really suffer with regards to missile power. It seems he's moving over onto this side when they saw the pike wall. Galatia themselves, Galatian legionnaires and Galatian swords, some Levy freemen and Galatian nobles over there with the support of other units over in the back. Naked swords over there, noble horse, you know, the shebang. Now, in this scenario, when there are so many pikes, you just split up your force. So you have a part of your force stranded there, stranded here, getting behind their lines. They're gonna noob box, but make sure that the strength of pikes is you cannot really get into the pike line, right? We'll take this as an advantage. So, can you see this? Let's see. So your units will start getting damage here, continue getting damage here, and then die over here. These guys have 38 melee attack and 24 weapon damage, so you're taking around, let's say, comfortably a 40 damage per hit after you have melee defense and damage reduction. Most units don't even have more than 70-80 health. Let's say the Hastati. Yeah, Hastati have 50 health, so they're going to die really quickly to these pikemen. Now, the one thing Hastati have above and beyond those pikemen is their movement speed. Their movement speed is something that is not really looked into in Rome. They're much faster, especially their swords, so they're easier to deploy. I mean, you could theoretically break this by attacking this corner and just, trimming it down. The main issue that also the Roman army is going to face, it does not have any good missiles. It has 2 Velite units. Decent, okay, decent skirmisher unit. I mean, 32 missile attack, 80 range, and 7 ammunition shots is not really that much, though. And it will do damage against that. Wait, I would like to see how much armor penetration they have. They have 12 armor penetration, so they're going to kill a few, but they're not going to do that much damage. Now, this legionary cavalry could come into here, and yeah, it just became visible. It could come in there and strike in at the archers if they are exposed, getting a few rear charges. Same with Galatia. Galatia needs to be splitting up its forces and swarming this hill, not like letting the Macedonian set up a proper force. He's stretching his units to the side, but these are just simple Levy freemen, so they're going to struggle a little bit if they are engaged. The Velites over here getting attacked by missiles. This is on large unit scale as well, so it's going to affect the damage that can be done by missiles, whereas melee units become much stronger on large unit scale compared to extreme. To ultra. These guys getting decent amount of kills already in, breaking the unit of Velites, already reducing the damage that can be done by missiles. That is quite unfortunate. The formation that's being undertaken here is a manipular formation, so triply sexties, I believe. 3 lines, and it allows mobility. Now, the main issue for these archers is they're getting really away, and they noticed. These legionary cavalry were noticed as well, and they were being pulled back. They could possibly kill that legionary general's bodyguard over there. Galatia doing its formation and coming in. Hot, but oh my god! More, so foot companions, 3 Torx pikemen over there. It's gonna be really hard to break. Then again, like the rule set that I usually go with when I play land battles is 0 artillery, 2 pikemen for missiles. But now recently, the tournament, which is starting very soon, by the way, guys, it's on its way. Just sorting out the last few things. We're experimenting with a new rule set which allows 4 pikemen and allows for 5 skirmisher units, 2 of which are skirmisher, so javelins or skirmisher cav. The others need to be archers or slingers. So that's going to be interesting. He's going to go in and try to use the Pila, but he's not abusing the fact that there is a complete opening over here. Pila's going to do a lot of damage, especially to these Torx. But I would shoot these guys in the flank rather than the guys in the front over there. I mean, this unit already lost 15 men, but these archers are getting a lot of really good kills. This pike unit will collapse if it keeps going at this rate. Romans are just roaming around, it seems. He does have a unit of legionary cavalry here, which he could, so he could support the noble horse, which is going around, and that could do a lot of damage. These guys got trimmed down, and they're actually attacking the side of that unit. They're taking a lot of the Pila, the Torx swordsmen coming in. The formation is getting tighter and tighter as the situation goes on. Some of the Hastati are climbing the hill, but they're going to find the remainder of the Macedonian army is actually already enclosed in its own little box. Torx swordsmen coming in to block. I would not walk in front of Torx swordsmen. I would just charge in at this point. Although it seems they are charging into the rear of these foot companion general, that is a really good charge. That is a fantastic charge, but it needs to be backed up with something else. These lines, unfortunately, are too thick still with pikes. The general taking ridiculous amounts of damage. They're getting stuck in the trees, and the pikemen are having a field day. It's not a general unit, but still losing half of that unit against foot companions is not ideal. But these Hastati have now an opportunity. They're not taking it. They're focused on surrounding the... Jesus, these archers are having a field day where they are. I mean, understandably. But these Principes can go into formation. That's going to be a really difficult fight. Now, as we were saying in the other video, which I had to scrap, this is Pella. There's still more noble horse here. Okay. So this is the... there's the city of Pella somewhere nearby. No, it's called the Battle at Pella. And it's a really beautiful map, quite distinct with like the two sides relatively easy to see. Okay, so the Hastati and Principes charge into there, and these guys surround, but they need to charge in now. The amount of troops that were lost is a bit too much. Rome does not have that much left. Why aren't they charging in? They just what? What are they waiting for? Over in here, at the same time, the Galatians were murdered. There's a bit of a lack of... There's a bit of disjunction in terms of the units being used. The line is definitely breaking. This Torx pikeman is going to get rear charged by Galatian noblemen, so they might get slaughtered. We're not entirely sure what's going to happen there. The foot companion is doing relatively well. Yeah, just hack and slash at the Libyan hoplites. Your Principes and Hastati will beat them. You're giving him a chance to use his archers to the max, and it's not something you really should do, since they're way better than what you had. People play defensively. I mean, playing defensively is alright, but when you're attacking, you need to be fast and firm. You need to take decisions and certain actions that will get you the victory. Granted, you don't need to play exactly like I do when I'm just taking the piss, but neither do you charge straight into a Thorax Swordsman with Galatian nobles and swords and legionnaires. Also, the missiles should be firing at that foot companions from this. Yes, like that. These guys came back. These naked swords should really come in. Yeah, they are about to come in as well. As long as they're distracted, you can break them. The cavalry over here charged along with the legionary cavalry in the rear of these Thorax pikemen and Thorax swordsmen. Hopefully that will do a lot of damage. The Principes coming into the aid. The legionary cavalry could break through this side, and if they wipe out one of them, the other one will fall relatively easily. Especially since, I mean, they have an opening. Okay, it seems the African pikemen moved out of position and are now getting slightly... Oh my god. These three are in defensive test too, though. I mean, I don't know why he's still shooting at them, but still. Cretan archers, 190 kills. They definitely got their value. The foot companions over here, realizing the mistake, they got completely taken out of place. These Thorax pikemen getting rear charged by multiple units over there. And Galatia seems to be taking this one home with Macedon. Slowly but surely breaking the the box that was created, the new box. Foot companions, rather not shoot at them in the face. You could be shooting these Thorax in the back, and that would do a lot of damage. The noble horse over here charging the remainder of those Cretan archers, which still had a decent amount of ammo because they only got 36 kills, so that's good to see. The pikes over here are moving and damaging those space, but there's a gap. There's a gap over here, which is not being abused. Once this gap forms, that's how you break this formation. Because once you have 2 units, 3 units inside, the pikes can only fight in one direction. They are strong, but only in one direction. They have a weak side. Also, quite an important thing to note. Whenever you, let's say you have missiles over here, you shoot at these. You shoot at these. You do not shoot at the front line. You shoot always at the back end. So you have missiles up here. You're shooting at this guy. This guy. Not these. These. At the rear. Because, oh, Jesus Christ. This is what I mean. If you give them chance, this is what they'll do. I mean, you have enough Pila, you can take them out. But if they have enough pikemen, it's ridiculous what they can do. New boxing is not okay, as they say. To be honest, there is a gap over here. Then again, this is just... Did the general die? No, just still alive and well. So the pikes over here breaking out and charging out. I would just pull back my Hastati at this point and Principes and just surround. There's no point in this. Yeah, there you go. There's no point in this. Just pull back and charge, rear charge them. You have the Principes up on this side. Come on. Send them down, surround these units, kill them by surrounding them slowly. You don't need to retreat. He's ridiculously weak in the rear. Formation is completely broke, but charge in. Why is he going over? No, you have 3 units. Yeah, you... What? What is happening? Genuinely speaking, what the hell is happening? Charge into their rear. They'll die so fast. I am so confused right now. I am so very confused. This Hastati is being left to die. These Principes not doing anything. Over here there was a breach. It seems one of the pike units was killed, and there's a charge. The Thorax swordsmen are trying to hold. Syrian archers are engaging Thorax from the sides, and yeah, this will be taken out. But this needs... Why aren't they... I am so very confused to what is happening right now. The Cretan archers and Libyan javelin men are coming out and fighting legionary cavalry. These guys are charging in. No, no, come on, you can do it. Don't let them form up. Don't let them form up. He let them form up. What is this miss micro? Okay, the cavalry is coming in to save the day. That cav charge should help. These hastati, yeah. The micro is not on point for the Roman player today. He finally realizes he can charge at the rear of the pikes and that they won't hurt him. It's a soft underbelly. He's also surrounding these Cretan archers. He should just kill the general while he has an opportunity. He's sending troops that way. The Macedonian is all but surrounded. I mean, it's in the last dregs of sanity. The general is somehow still alive. There's no way to breaking that. The amount of losses you'll get trying to break that is ridiculous. These African pikemen... No, keep fighting them. Keep fighting. Oh, you're in formation attack. This is something you don't keep fighting now. They're losing. But, yeah. So those two units are gone. These beautiful, beautiful side charge over there, as there was trying to be a reforming of on the hill. The pikes over here, lately been hoplites running down that way. Where's the general for? It seems the general has escaped somewhere else. No, the general is over here. That was a really good side charge, but now these pikemen are in formation. Just pull back that units, surround these two, and don't let this formation come into play again. Okay, they're forming up again. These Hastati and Triarii should get a rear charge in those African pikes over there. These Principes once again. I can see why pikes are so strong. Okay, so a couple of pike units over here getting too many kills. See what I mean? Like 4 or 5 of these guys died, and then his Hastati was just absolutely slaughtered. To mind you, they're doing really well at charging into the rear of this and doing quite a lot of damage, but these Principes just being left to die, that was a really good unit as well. Shouldn't have been allowed to die. Engaging again straight. Why aren't they charging in? The rear is completely exposed. The general unit over here is getting slaughtered. Oh, this is intense. Macedon has been slaughtered, and Galatia can come in to the rescue of Carthage. Carthage is trying to reform its ranks, but again, it's not playing... I mean, if Rome is playing bad with regards to micro, so is Carthage. Carthage is really not microing very well at all. The gaping holes that are available. The general is still somehow alive when he has like 16 men. And he's going to charge the rear of the Hastati, and he's going to get rear charged by the Legatus. Hopefully he will die. That will provide to be a morale debuff. The Triarii do have expert charge defense, do they? They do not, but they have defensive plus 2 down square, so they do rather well. The pikes are falling back, trying to create the box once again. Thing is, if the box is created now with this amount of pikes, nothing would be able to defeat it. This game should have ended 10 minutes ago. Because the correct answer to this would have been to bring Saba, bring all the heavy cataphracts, and then once they made the first mistake, just run straight through them. Yesterday I actually managed to get my new record with how many kills I got on the Sabian cataphract. Something like 900 kills, which is ridiculous in a fight. I think, well, it was in a single charge, like in a single attack. I think in a prolonged fight I got over 1,000, but yeah, they're doing the... So when the noob box does not work, you evolve, you become the noob triangle. So they killed the general. No, the general is still alive. Somehow... Okay, he broke. Running away. Jesus. Now the amount of pila that is available is just not going to work on this. They're wasting their ammunition firing against that guy. They genuinely why are they firing over there? Oh, they're trying to arc their shots, but they should be firing straight into the back of this. Few of them will die. These guys have no ammunition left. Shots wherever they can. Rome hasn't really dealt with this relatively well. Okay. Every time a few men die, they just reorganize their lines. This is why you set a limit on how many pikes should be brought into a fight, because then it turns out into this long, drawn-out mess. By the way, on a side note, while this mess is happening, you notice that the bodies are back on the field. I've optimized my computer to be able to record this at 1080p and have bodies on the field and not crash and not lag. I possibly could push the graphics a little higher and make it still smoother. So I'm just going to be experimenting and see how it comes and goes with regards to that. Now, also, I just wanted to say thank you guys for the support and everything. Because recently we've been really getting more views and more watch hours than before. Subscribers have slowed down, but that's absolutely fine. It's mostly my part. I haven't been producing the same amount of quality content as before. But that will change on the 16th, as I'll be back to doing this as I was before the dissertation debacle started. And yeah, so yeah, if you guys are watching, thank you. Now, okay, charging in straight into the sides of these guys, doing some damage there. I don't see them. I genuinely, even though there's overwhelming numbers, I don't see them winning this fight. There's just too much Pokeboys. There's just too much Pokeboys. The morale might collapse. Okay, there's a gap. There. Oh my god, there's another gap, and there's not being abused. Principes, charge in. You need to charge against those African pikes. Lately been hoplites over there are breaking. The African pikemen over here are breaking as well. Not really. There's just their form has been distorted slightly. No, you're fighting the wrong. You should have charged against that, not. Oh my good lord. Okay, he's now trying to push through and do damage. Those guys broke. If this line is the thinnest part, so there are 3 layers of pikes, whereas over here there are like 10. This is where it needs. They need to keep enough troops that when this breaks, they charge in and break it with everything they have. Because this is buckling. Because then, if you keep these guys attack from both sides. Okay, this unit was starting to get eaten. This is what I was referring to. If you could attack from here, this unit will get eaten, and then you'll be able to attack the side of this unit as well. So these guys are doing. They're not doing the best because they moved in. Oh boy. Principes dying. I think these 3 are not going to manage to break. This is so close. So close. There is literally a gap. There is legitimately a gap over there. The pikes are collapsing back. this is where you charge in. This is why you need to keep your units literally in front of the pikes, so this doesn't happen. Yeah, the Roman once again is giving chance, even the Galatian at this point, giving chance for the formation to get back into place. Oh my god, alright, let's fast forward it. I think it's just going to be a painful slog where the balance power, we're going to see it shifting all the way back to here. Yeah, all the units are just dying to these pikes. There's nothing you can really do. Yep, just complete and absolute slaughter. Balance power shifting towards the Carthaginian player. You cannot really crack this when you don't have the tools for it, and there's definitely not the tools for this. Troops charging. Ooh, those naked swords. Okay, those naked swords found a little bit of exposed flesh. I mean, again, this is where it's made or broken. This part over there, because once that charges in, these guys will be exposed. Another charge will do it, I think, because these guys aren't even using their pikes anymore. Yep, his guy is breaking. Once that breaks, they're in. Okay, fast forward. They were in for a very short period of time. Keep your units really close so you can. What is happening? These guys are getting so many kills. Carthaginian player is getting some of his units routing. This flank is falling slowly. This, yeah, it fell, and that collapse will lead to the flanking of these units. Even though they're still very well protected, this area is getting thinner and thinner. The surround is happening. This is a tough nut to crack, though. I don't know. It doesn't seem that it's doable. There aren't enough troops left. Balance of power shifting heavily towards the Carthaginian player into his ball of pikes. No, it's wait. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's the Carthaginian players win. The Carthaginian players win. This is just an absolute massacre. The amount of troops that die trying to break the Carthaginian players' forces are insane. Wait, did he just break formation? He broke formation. Oh my lord, he broke formation. He was winning. All he had to do was hold. He did not. Look at how many units. Oh my god. 400 kills on 2 of them. Yeah, these guys at the end just got so many kills. Mastacon was Galatia. Pisha was Rome. Yeah, Rome did absolutely horribly in this matchup. Galatia did alright, and Rome, his archers did okay, but his pikes got surrounded. This is, again, like, Ice the original, like, genuinely speaking. I don't even know what to say, because both him and Rome were bad in the way they're microing. The idea was alright, but... And Rome, just that little extra movement. If you see this video, dude, genuinely speaking, just grab your troops and learn to just split them up and collapse. Pikes don't hurt if you hurt them from behind. They crumble. So just put one in front, one behind, and no matter way they look, even if they try to run, you collapse on them. Just stay that little extra distance. It's something you learn as you're going along. Mastacon, on the other hand, good kills on his cav. Considering, again, this is on large unit funds, large unit size, not ultra, which makes this even more ridiculous, because that's like 4 units each. This is 2 units each, more or less. Really good, considering they were fighting pikes. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like, leave a comment. Send me your own replays, join my Discord to send them, or I'll send them on totalwarbro@gmail.com. And with that said, guys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.